you're sitting around the table with your family on Thanksgiving dinner, you're all passing around the food and deciding what to put on your plate. Not once did it cross your mind how that food was grown or if it contained harmful chemicals or pesticides. Conventional foods often contain harmful chemicals and pesticides, which can also lead to serious health problems. It is important to be aware of the food you are eating and how it is being grown. Organic foods ensure that there's no chemicals or pesticides used during production and make sure that it is more nutritious than conventional foods. This topic is serious because many people don't realize the harm they are causing to themselves by eating these foods. I personally have family members who just eat organic foods, and I've done extensive research on this topic to be knowledgeable on it. I will first cover the harmful effects of the chemicals and pesticides often put in our food and how it affects us. Then I will next discuss why they are more nutritious than non-organic foods. And lastly, I will discuss how you can avoid the problems by organic foods and why you should start purchasing organic today. So I'm going to first begin with a video of why choosing organic is the better option.
The farmer's market. You can almost smell the post-coitus in the air between the local merchant's fruit stands and the old hippie playing Freebird on his dulcimer. But is what you're buying really worth the price? Let's say you're staring at a cucumber for $1 and an organic one for $1.50. A thought occurs to you. Why the hell should I pay more for the same look and taste? The difference is inside. Organic foods are made without fun things like synthetic pesticides, chemical fertilizers, and yummy industrial solvents. And they're not genetically modified either. If any of those things matter to you, then you should judge a cucumber by its label and not just its girth. Quick quiz. Organic salmon is healthier. True or false? The answer? Not necessarily. Currently, there's no U.S. standard for organic seafood. What you want is the USDA organic label, only found on fruits, veg, and meat with feet. These are the dirty dozen. The 12 most contaminated fruits and vegetables, meaning they tend to have the highest pesticide residue. If any of these items are on your shopping list, aim to buy organic. Generally, produce with...
This leads me to my first point. Eating organic means avoiding the chemicals and pesticides in our food. According to Better Nutrition magazine, toxic loading, which is defined as the accumulating amount of toxins affecting your bodily symptoms at any given time. This can happen immediate or in long term. This states that pesticides are often linked to a growing list of health issues, also such as Alzheimer's disease, learning disabilities, and cancer. However, many studies were also conducted by the prestigious medical journal, which showed that individuals that are regularly exposed to pesticides are more likely to develop Parkinson's disease. Even though there are no chemicals and pesticides present in organic foods, many people still worry about the contaminants that could cause food poisoning. According to the Nutrition Action Health Letter, pathogens don't survive very long in organic systems because the biologically rich community organisms that are naturally there fight against those pathogens. This shows that organic foods are more resistant to Salmonella, E. coli, and other foodborne diseases. Now that I have discussed organic foods do not contain the harmful pesticides, I will now move on to my next point that explains why they are more nutritious. Non-organic foods seem to lack nutritional value. According to Better Nutrition magazine, a 2014 meta-analysis examined 343 peer-reviewed publications which prove that organic are 18 to 69% higher in health protective antioxidants than non-organic foods. For example, organic milk, when compared to conventional milk, has higher nutritional value. According to the Washington Post, compared to conventional milk, organic milk has higher levels of omega-3 fats, which can protect against heart disease, decrease the risk of depression, stroke, and even cancer. Organic foods also are nutritious based on the way the animals are fed in the farms. According to the New York Times, grass-fed animals are often just fed grass and forage, are not raised in confinement, and are not fed the antibiotics and growth hormones. Grass-fed foods often contain fewer bacteria, which can decrease your risks of getting food poisoning and are better for your overall health. Now that you know that organic foods are more nutritious for you, I will lastly explain my last point on how to avoid the problems faced by non-organic foods and why you should purchase organic today. You can avoid these problems of low nutritious foods by switching over to organic foods. People choose not to purchase organic just because of their expense. According to my surveys, over half the class answered yes to my question of, is organic too expensive? This shows that people are judging organic food by their expense and not of their benefits. The benefits should not be forgotten just because of their cost. Spending a little extra money to ensure you're eating a healthy, safe, chemical-free food should outweigh that cost. According to Fox News, the Organic Farming Research Foundation proved that the organic price most closely reflects the growing of that food. This is because the substitution of the labor, the intense management of the chemicals, and the health and environmental costs borne by society. Since there are no chemicals in organic food, this creates more labor to be done, which increases the cost of production, which is why the organic food is so expensive. The benefits of production, taste, and nutrition of the organic highly outweigh the costs. You should visit a local Trader Joe's and Whole Foods today and start purchasing organic. The nearest Whole Foods is on 159th and LaGrange Road, and the local Trader Joe's is on Park Point Plaza Shopping Center on LaGrange. As my speech comes to an end, I'd like to remind you that organic foods do not contain the harmful pesticides and chemicals. They are higher in nutrition than non-organic foods, and the benefits highly outweigh their costs. Now it's time to take action and visit a local Trader Joe's and Whole Foods and make that healthier and nutritional change to organic. Now, next time you're sitting at Thanksgiving dinner with your family, you will not have to think twice about what is in your food or how it was grown, because all of the food on the table will be organic.